Hello and welcome to easyodds.com. My name is Ross Casey. I'm here with the horse racing extraordinaire, that is Jake Johns, to talk about the St. Leger, and he's already found a winner at the St. Leger meeting yesterday, 5-1 winner, and that is added on to his winner from last week's video, 11-2 winner in the Sprint Cup. Quiet reflection. Let's have a quick reflection on that, Jake.
It was good, really impressive. Clearly, like the ground, Limato got withdrawn quite late on because the ground was quite soft. But very, very impressive. Don't know what the plan is for her. She's definitely going to be kept at 6 furlongs, which is wise, I think. But she's clearly very, very good, and she's going to be worth a lot of money. She's got an entry in sales as well, but apparently Carl Burke wants to keep her in training, so that's good for next year. But really good, yeah, impressive. I wish Limato stayed in the race because there's a little bit of a rule for, but. Yeah, it's alright.
Another winner for Jake Johns. So, moving on to this weekend, the St. Leger at Doncaster. Let's have a view from the man, the myth, the legend, Jake Johns.
The myth. Yeah, so it's the final classic of the season. It's actually the oldest classic of the three. 1 mile 6, Ladbroke St. Leger, won last year by Simple Verse, who very, very controversially won the race. She was first past the post and then lost the race in the steward's room, and then was re-awarded it later on.
Okay.
To
drama.
To the delight of Andrea Atzeni in a little suit. But yeah, this year obviously there's been a lot of withdrawals. It's not a vintage renewal at all. When is it ever? To be honest, it's not the best classic, but you know it's still a classic. Potential dangers of Idaho keep getting withdrawn, but every time they get withdrawn, it makes it harder and harder to oppose Idaho. Son of Galileo, who has a fantastic record in this race as a sire. Idaho was superb, third behind Harzand in the Derby, and then improved that form to finish even closer next time in the Irish Derby, the Irish equivalent. Last time the Great Vulture, it got a bit outpaced, but stayed on really, really well. Looked like this Steppenwolf trip would be perfect, to be honest, for him. Easily brushed aside Houses of Parliament, who's his stablemate, Ape O'Brien. I cannot see that form reversing at all. There's absolutely no way that form's going to reverse, so I wouldn't go anywhere near House of Parliament unless you want to do a back without the favourite, but I still wouldn't do it then because I don't think House of Parliament is very good. So on paper, and from what we've seen so far, obviously Idaho is definitely the most likely winner, but 4-6 now.
That doesn't sound like a Jake Johns.
That's too short, I think. I mean, there's no point. There's no point unless you're going to put it in an ACCA or something. He's not unbelievable. He's not a world beater. He's not going to be one of the best. He's not the best 3-year-old at all by any means.
Okay.
At the moment, and he hasn't. He looks like he'll stay the distance, but he hasn't proved himself at all yet. So we don't know if 100% he's going to stay. So 4-6 is a bit too short. One that I really like. A massive price, either each way, or you could also do it in the without market. It hasn't been priced up anywhere in the without market yet, so I don't know what price it will be. Probably about 10-1, 9-1, but each way is Ventura Storm, 25-1.
Oosh.
For Richard Hannon, which is unusual because Richard Hannon doesn't have many long distance horses. He has milers and 7 furlongs shorter usually. But this guy, Ventura Storm, he's looked very, very good when stepping up from 10 furlongs. The further he's gone, the better he's looked. He was running with credit in what we know now was too short, 10 furlongs and 8 furlongs and stuff like that, 9 furlongs. But since he stepped up, he's been really, really impressive. And also they changed the tactics on him completely. So he used to be held up, and now he's kind of ridden way more prominently, which seems to have helped him a lot. Likes to be on the front end apparently. He ground out from the front at Hamilton ahead of a pretty decent marker in Ormito, who runs here as well. I think he's about 28-1. But then he took his form to the next level at Chantilly, where he quickened off the front really, really, really impressively in a Group 3. Won by 3.5 lengths, and the form has been franked since by the second, who won a Group 3 as well next time. So that's good form, and he won very, very easily. So this Steppenwolf trip looks like it's going to eke out a little bit more improvement. He's got Sylvester de Souza on board, who's going to be wanting to win the Jockeys Championship, and he is fantastic on the front as well. He's probably the best jockey around if you want on horses that want to be prominent. So yeah, I think he's going to go well, to be honest. And there's a few other front runners, which is a bit worrying. But he's not an out and out front runner. He just likes to be on the pace. So I think he's got a great chance. He's way at 25-1. Step up in trip. Sylvester de Souza, good price.
Absolutely excellent. Yet again from Jake Johns. So once more in the St Leger at Doncaster on Saturday, Jake Johns is going for an each way tip, 25-1 Ventura Storm. And don't forget that you can get all the best prices for this race on our app and also on our desktop and mobile service using the odds comparison service, where you can make sure that you're getting the very best price from each of the bookies available through our service. And once more, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get even more winners, just like last week's 11-2 winner from this man, Jake Johns.